You can look wherever you want.
Filmmaking. Don't look at the camera.
How are you, Alexi?
I'm alright. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. You treated us to a lovely little session there.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the songs before we start?
Couple of them are sort of new, have no titles, and then the last song I did there was called "Her Hands Were Leaves" off the new record.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about all I can tell you about them.
That's all you can tell me about them.
Well, without having to kill you after.
Oh, really? How's the new record going?
Good. It was sort of an accidental record. Actually, it wasn't really supposed to be
the famous. Well, maybe not the famous, but the recording in one night in a tour.
Yeah. It was just I wanted to get the songs down, and it's the best way to make a record actually, because there's no pressure. You just kind of go in. You tell yourself you're just recording the songs, and then you spend a couple of weeks, a couple of months later, and get some guys to come in and fiddle around with some trumpets and put some piano on it, and before you know it, you've got. So
were they just demos then, or were they actually? Are some of them being used in the final?
Oh no, they were that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I just recorded them straight onto a tape machine, and they and then sort of opened it up a few months later, and there they were, just sort of waiting.
And did you know that night when you pressed record that you were going to record so much?
No, I mean I had no idea. I mean it wasn't supposed to be one night. It was supposed to be sort of 3 day. Yeah. But the first day was spent kind of fixing the tape machine, and the second day they'd calibrated it wrong, so everything we did had to be chopped.
Yeah.
So then literally, I mean, I had a few hours left the last night, and we managed to get it down, and it was just kind of good when I opened it up and found that there was something really just very straightforward about the whole thing.
You got what you wanted.
Yeah.
First time to play in Ireland, isn't it?
First ever.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, it was kind of strange because there's a lot of ties between Scotland and.
Yeah, I mean I'm just across the way. I've sailed over here. I've just never played.
You're finishing off your tour in Germany and.
Yeah, this is.
Or is it Italy or you've gone to Italy and
last
Austria?
date is in Rome. Now that Berlusconi's gone, it's like I can finally set foot.
What's the plan for after that?
Just some time off this winter. I mean, winter's a good time for me for writing. It's sort of the quiet time of year, the dark months, and so I've actually found a little bothy on one of the islands.
What's a bothy?
A bothy.
Yeah.
It's like a shelter, like a walker's shelter. That there's a bothy association. There's probably one in Ireland too, but when you go walking in the hills, there's an association that keeps running them for people.
This wasn't intentional,
right?
Reminding you of the coast and West Scotland.
It actually kind of looks a lot like it. So it'll be kind of trying to hole up in there for a little, for as long as I can bear the cold, and see if I can figure out what's coming down the line next.
Yeah.
All around.
Thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
I've got Katie syndrome. I've got sweaty hand.
Sweaty hands. It's all right.
Thanks very much, man.
Sure,
thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, that was great.
Cool.